Hi everyone and welcome back. Where are we today? Today we're in London and we're at Borough Market. And where are we going? We're going to Hawksmoor. Now Hawksmoor opened their first restaurant in 2006. They've got 7 other restaurants here in London. I think there's one in Edinburgh, Manchester, Liverpool and Dublin. Now the interesting thing about Hawksmoor is they charge the same prices in all their restaurants. Actually, I'm not sure about Dublin, but certainly the ones in the UK, yeah. As you know by now, we like to mix things up on our channel. We go to chain restaurants, family-run places, affordable, expensive. Now, today, Hawksmoor is quite pricey. However, you've got to bear in mind here, it is rated not only the #1 steakhouse in the whole of the UK, the #1 steakhouse in the whole of Europe, but it's #2 in the world. That's quite staggering in honesty. And if you don't believe me, check on the link in the description. It comes from the worldsbeststeaks.com. Now, I think the best one is in Argentina, so I may have to give that a miss for quite a while. Now, after Pellicci's, this has been recommended. So many of you said, Gary, got to get into Hawksmoor and give it a go. It's got to be the best steakhouse. Now, you've got to bear in mind, I have been to other steakhouses as well, Goodman's, Gaucho's. So needs to be pretty damn good, doesn't it? Now, you don't obviously care about my poor wallet. As always, let's give it a go. Okay, so we come inside. Well, I want to talk about the restaurant first. Got lovely background music, staff very, very attentive. As you come in here, what a fantastically laid out restaurant. You're not cramped, there's plenty of space all around. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with the restaurant. Lovely wooden floor as well, fantastic lighting. Okay, let's take a look at the menu. Actually, before I go to the main menu, what is interesting, they do have their lunchtime special. So if you want what they call their express menu, it's 2 courses for £27 and 3 courses for £31. So take a look at that. They've also got a January lunch special, so you guys take a look. I've got the main menu in front of me here. They've got at the top there, it's called Sharpeners, which is all different cocktails to liven up the palate. I've got myself some tap water. That's good enough for me. Nice range of starters there. Got the mains, obviously the steaks is the key here, and a nice range of sides as well. Now for me, I'm going to go for their ribeye steak, which is 400 grams, so that's just over 14 ounces. That's £42. I'm going to get the beef dripping fries, they're £6. I'm also going to get some cream spinach as well, that's £7. And they have a range of sauces here, which are all £4 each. And I'm going to go for their bone marrow gravy because they really specialise in that. And I actually saw a video online on how they make it, which is really interesting. I'll come back to that a bit later on. Now at the bottom here, it does say that there is a service charge of 12.5%. That all goes to the staff. So on here it says it all goes directly to the staff, which, you know, at least they let you know. The other interesting thing is, you come in here on a Monday, you bring your own bottle of wine, and they charge you £5 corkage. So, yeah, it's just another little add-on, which I think is really good. Okay, I'll see you when the meal arrives. Okay, so I've just had a quick look around. Behind me there is a specials board, and that's where they've got their big specialist steaks, and I'm talking big steaks here. But also, it's not all about the steaks. If you come in here, you can have monkfish if you like, and again, you can have lobster, and that's on the specials board there. The other thing which I didn't mention is when I placed my order, the lady did turn around to me and say, it's going to be about half an hour, so if you're in a big rush, this isn't necessarily the place for you. Again, attention to detail, very, very good. Okay, once again, I'll see you when the meal arrives. Okay, so my steak's arrived. Take a look at that. There's nice charring there. You actually see on the fat here where the charring is as well, which is really, really good. I have my cream spinach there. A nice portion of fries as well. And my bone marrow gravy. Now, the interesting thing is, all their beef is grass-fed, and all their cows are traditionally reared, and all from the UK as well. So sourced from the UK, which I think is really good. But presentation-wise, it looks very, very nice. I've got to say, I do like the old pot for the cream spinach there. But as you know, it is all about the taste. I want to see how well this cooked. Now I know this has been perfectly breasted because you can see there is absolutely no juice whatsoever coming out of it. So it's been nicely rested in the kitchen. It's all about the taste though, isn't it? Can't wait for this one. Okay, now I've ordered this medium rare because obviously ribeye does come up a little bit fatty sometimes and gives a chance for the fat to render down and the marbling to render down. It should make the steak really juicy. Now let's cut in and take a look. Let's take a look at that. I'd say that's medium rare. Move to the other side. Yeah. Now, all about the taste. You can actually smell on the charcoal. It's got a real nice smell to it. I'm savouring that. The steak itself is really, really juicy, nice and tender. Wow, that is an incredible piece of steak. Again, I'm sort of going on about the marbling, but you can see where it has all rendered down. It's made that steak so juicy, really juicy. I'll try it again. I'm really sorry. What I'm going to do is actually dip it into the bone marrow gravy here and just see what it looks like and tastes like. You see it clings nicely to the steak. I'm not just saying this, but that works perfectly with the steak. Really taste the bone marrow in there. That bone marrow gravy, very rich in flavour. What's interesting to me, it doesn't take away from the taste of the beef. It complements it really well. Just put a little bit on there. You can see the little pieces of bone marrow in there as well. Wow. Now, this is made obviously with the gravy. But what they put in there, they have mustard in there, they have Worcester sauce in there. Wow. Very intense in flavour. The only way of describing that is mouth-watering. It genuinely is mouth-watering. The steak itself, it's got a real intense beef flavour to it. That is an excellent piece of steak. And I do mean an excellent piece of ribeye. Wow. Yeah. I'm so carried away. Let's have a look at my fries here. Now, that is an excellent portion of fries. Now, I know quite a few don't like it the way it's been served in the little tin there, but that is an excellent portion. Now, now, a lot of times you go to places and they say we do it in beef dripping. You don't really taste it. You can really taste the beef dripping there. Excellent fries, nice crunch to them. Another thing about them is they're nicely seasoned. You can see them, the salt on there does not need any more seasoning, that's for sure. They're excellent fries. Oh, wow. Now I think the plate needs a little bit of greening on there, just to liven the plate up. We've got the cream spinach there. Ooh. Now that does look creamy. A lot of spinach there as well. I'm going to have another bit of that. Let's see what that tastes like. I'll be big and strong after this one, won't I, with the spinach? As I said, it looked nice and creamy. Is nice and creamy. Definitely doesn't need any more seasoning either. Flavours in there are excellent. Spinach goes in there, goes with it so well. Oh wow, that is good. That is so good. Wow. Now, let's pour some of these fries on the plate. So it's a nice portion, and you can see there's still lots left. So fries-wise, you can't actually knock the size of the portion. Honestly, the flavours are so good. We'll fancy some tomato ketchup. We've got a little pot there. However, for me, I'm going to stick with the gravy. Let's put a little bit more on there. See, now look, when you see that, the bone marrow, nice chunks of bone marrow. Now, finally, a little bit of a combination, and then I'm going to tuck in. There is one thing missing though, and that is a very nice glass of red wine. However, I looked at the wine menu, and it is a little bit pricey. No, I'll stick with the water. Right, I'm going to tuck in, and I'll see you guys when I'm finished. Really impressed. Just want to take a look here and see how nicely caramelised the crust is here. And I want to show you how perfectly it's cooked all the way through. Wow. So good. Okay, so my bill's arrived. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pay it. I'm going to do the final review outside. You've got to bear in mind this is lunchtime. This place is packed solid. Okay, I'll see you outside. Okay, so I paid my bill. I've come outside. I've got to tell you, first of all, I've never been in a restaurant at lunchtime, which is so busy. We went in there, we were one of the first people in there, and by the time we left, every table had gone. Wow. And what a cross-section of people in there as well. You had families in there, couples, business people, whole cross-section. Now, if you're ever thinking of going to Hawksmoor, book, because I'm telling you, you will struggle to get in there. As I said, really busy. Restaurant itself and the staffing, fantastic. Beautiful restaurant, excellent staff. The thing that's really interesting there is staff are all dressed casually and everyone else is dressed casually as well. So it's quite a relaxing atmosphere. So it's not all suits and armour in there. I do apologise about the noise in the background. We've looked for so many different places to do the review, but yeah, it's busy everywhere. Now, on to the food. I want to start that steak. 14 ounces. That was a big piece of steak. Fantastic charring on there. It was so well cooked, nicely rested as well. The marbling in the steak that had rendered down, it made the steak so juicy and tender. That was an excellent piece of steak. Onto the fries. Well, fries are fries. No, they're definitely not. Beef dripping fries, real brilliant flavour there. Bit into them, lovely crunch on the outside. The cream spinach, wow. That was superb. Spinach itself brilliantly cooked, but the creaminess that, oh, it complemented the steak so well. The star, oh, the bone marrow gravy, oh, that was so good. It had a bit of olive oil in there, obviously the bone marrow chunks, a bit of Worcester sauce and mustard. It just worked so good together and worked so well with the steak as well. Oh, definitely highly recommend the bone marrow gravy. That was my favourite part, bearing in mind I had a fantastic 14-ounce steak. Now, I've got to be honest, I normally go for peppercorn sauce because that's the most popular sauce to go for. But if you're ever going to Hawksmoor, definitely go for the bone marrow gravy. Top drawer. So on to the bill. This one is a bit hot today. My ribeye steak, it was £43. The fries, £6. The cream spinach, £7, and the bone marrow gravy, £4. So it's actually a nice round figure, £60. Nice round figure. Had a service charge in there, as I said, 12.5%, so £7.50, total £67.50. That's a bit trumpy, isn't it? Now, I'm not silly. For a special treat, wow. And it's got to be for a special treat, really, because it is top end price-wise. What marks am I going to give it? You've got to bear in mind how much it costs. Quality was outrageously good. Fantastic recommendations, guys. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. A real good 9 out of 10. I want to hear what you think of Hawksmoor. Have you been to Hawksmoor? If you have, tell me what you think. Do you think that's too expensive? As always, if you could like and subscribe to the channel, you know I always appreciate that. And until next time, a very happy Gary, very full Gary, saying goodbye. Bye-bye.